Hey, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'll be discussing something that I feel about the Nokia 5700 XpressMusic, as you can see here. Now, the 5700 XpressMusic I recently covered in a full retro review, which you can find up here and on my channel. However, I've been using this phone quite a lot throughout the week, and not because I'm going to make another video on it, like using the 5700 in 2021. It's just because I'm drawn to it. I honestly feel that this is a phone that Nokia can redo. Now, Nokia has redone a lot of old phones. The 6300, they've done a couple of other phones. I know they redid the 6300 with a new phone, the 6300 4G, and it's a great phone. It's priced great. It's a great phone for those who don't want smartphones. It's a great backup phone, and for everyone who can't afford smartphones as well. So excellent job there, Nokia. But I have a few reasons as to why the 5700 would be the best feature phone if re-released in modern times, like 2021, 2022, etc., etc. And we are going to discuss that in this video. But before we jump right in, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well, as it helps me out a lot. And check out my social media down in the description below. Alrighty, let's jump right into this. So the first thing I want to talk about is cost cutting. Cost cutting is something that you could have done with this phone. For example, if you want to make a feature phone with a front camera, as you should technically have a phone in the feature phone range with a front camera, because some people still may want a video call, and you obviously still have to have the back camera as well. With this, that problem is solved because you have your back camera, and when you want to take a video call or a selfie, you have your front camera. So that is a perfect way to cut down on costs with that. And I know the mechanism inside, the twisting and turning mechanism, that will cost something, but it will definitely not cost as much as a camera. You could also, if they're trying to include more features onto this thing, they can cram more features in the rotating mechanism. For example, they can turn the call speaker up top here, the ear speaker, into a stereo speaker, and put the other speaker down here, put something else over here, so when you're like that, maybe you'll have something else to do with here. And then you can have this space also for something else instead of the speakers. You can have the speakers like that. Though you could do so many things with this to save on cost. Another thing is it's just unique. I honestly felt drawn to this phone because it felt so unique, and it's just nice. You can just twist and change the phone the way you want. And if this was a cheap phone, a feature phone available to everybody, honestly, people will start choosing this over the standard, the other phones, because it's just strange, it's just unique. And I just really can't describe it. It just feels unique. And I know this is not the only phone with a twisting mechanism. There's a couple of others as well. The N93 was a twist and a flip phone hybrid. So there are more complicated phones, but we are not trying to make everything too complicated here. We're just trying to make a feature phone in 2021 which makes sense and stands out of the crowd, because all the other feature phones are just slabs. They're just, oh look, a dumb phone, a feature phone. A lot of people call them dumb phones. But they're gonna see this and they'll be like, you know what, that thing's unique. And they could brand it as an XpressMusic phone, and everyone, I swear, I will buy the phone if they do make a remake of it, and I will definitely post it on this channel, because I honestly feel that people will be drawn to it if they start branding their phones as XpressMusic again. Because unlike back in the day, there's audio technology everywhere, and it's no longer specialized audio phones are not going to be as expensive as back in the day, because back in the day they had to include better DACs, better audio processors. Everything had to be better than a standard phone for an XpressMusic phone, and they had to do extra engineering for that. These days, basically all the audio on general phones is the same. Certain phones have slightly better speakers, but overall, phones have stagnated to a point where a lot of the stuff is quite the same. So you have the technology everywhere. You don't have to start developing stuff from scratch. You can do an XpressMusic phone for cheaper because things have already been done over time. All you have to do is just turn it into a feature phone with buttons, make the buttons look a bit nicer than this, maybe like spread them out like on the newest 6300. And the joystick is also a great way to move, have the phone move around, because you don't want to put a touchscreen, make it expensive. Have a joystick. These aren't that expensive. Simple plastic body, rubberized if you can. Make it with the same good plastic that you did back in the day. And once you've done all that, you're going to have a solid feature phone, which is flexible, is cheap, has all the features you'll ever need, scaled down, but still all the features, and is attractive and unique, and not just another dumb slab. So I honestly think Nokia should consider redoing the 6700 XpressMusic, the 5700, I'm sorry, the 5700 XpressMusic in 2021 or 2022. Let me know down in the comments if you think this is true, because I usually don't do videos like this. You know me, I don't do videos like this. After I do a review on a phone, it's done. It just sits on my table, and probably in another year or so, I'll do another video on it. But I honestly feel this phone is really special and it should have a remake. I'm adding this in mid-video, but I'd like to start a trend if possible, which is hashtag remake the 5700XM. Post this everywhere you can, whenever you post photos or videos of phones, and let's try and get a trend going on Instagram or wherever, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you have your stuff going. Go ahead and post this hashtag, and we'll try and get Nokia to see it, hopefully. So remake 5700XM. So let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see a return of the 5700 XpressMusic, and will you be buying it if they do make a new one? And what do you think would be a good price for such a phone? Just go ahead, comment down all those below, a price and whether you'll be buying it if it is redone. And they could cut down on headphones and stuff. They don't really have to include those in the box anymore. Just make a good phone with a great audio DAC and good stereo speakers, brand it as XpressMusic. It's good to go. Anyway, that was just a bit of thoughts that I had about the 5700 XpressMusic. Again, as usual, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and hit that subscribe button if you already haven't. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thumbs up.